Good evening and welcome to our virtual open house. My name is Kevin Airstock and I am the technology teacher at Greenwich High School. I teach a few electives, and what I'd like to do tonight is give an overview of each one of those courses. One of the courses I teach is called Computer Graphics and Audio Video Production. This is a 2-semester course. The first half of the year we focus on computer graphics, and the second half of the year we focus on audio video production. For computer graphics, you can see some of these areas of study. We will do business cards, logo design, posters, app design. What we'll do is use Photoshop and basically teach the kids how to become proficient at Photoshop and allow them to really do any type of media that exists out there. During the second half of the year, we switch to a little different. We do audio and video production. We do live streaming, script writing, public speaking, podcasting. What will allow the kids to do is get a feel for live video production. Kids will write and produce their own shows. Kids will do podcasts with other students in the class. It's a very hands-on, very active course that gets the kids involved. One of the other courses I teach here at Greenwich is called DDP, or Design and Drawing for Production. Another name for this course would be Introduction to Engineering. In this course, students work on the design process. What we like to do is teach the kids the design process and have them solve real-life problems and come up with solutions for those problems. We do a variety of sketching, and then we go to the computers and we do 3D modeling. And then usually we go back to the classroom and we produce the solution that the students came up with in a meaningful manner. It could be a 3D print of a model of the solution. It could be the real life solution. We might be able to model it, prototype it. It really depends on the size and scale of the product. It's very hands-on. The kids will be in the lab just as much as they are in the computer room. It's a great way for kids to see how to design a product and then create that product, test it, evaluate it, and make sure that it's accurate. The last course that I'm going to go over is a new one. This one's called STEM Applications. And STEM Applications is a new course this year that really came out of our open houses. It came out of a question that was constantly asked by both parents and kids. Kids would be in the classroom and see certain machines and ask, when do we get to use those? Parents would be at open house and same thing, see the machines and say, what projects do the kids use these machines for? And for a while, we didn't necessarily have an answer to all of that. Some of the machines were there just for my use to create stuff for the kids to use. But in the past, we have had courses like woodworking, or we've had residential structures. We've had some courses where the students used all the equipment in the classroom. So I created this class, STEM Applications, which allows the kids to design their own curriculum throughout the year. Students will have an opportunity to pick basically anywhere from 5 to 6, 7, 8 different areas of study that they want to focus on. I've included a list here on the slideshow of some of those areas of study, and the kids can also come up with their own areas of study. What they'll do in this course is they'll do some background research, they'll come up with a project, and then we will work through the design process again, go through, create sketches, create drawings so that they know what to do. We'll teach them how to use the machines necessary to create the project, and then they will go and they will create this project. For the most part, kids will work in groups. We'll try to break it down where if 3 or 4 kids want to work on, say, residential structures, they'll all do it at the same time. My goal is to let them create whatever they want and create some meaningful products that they can then take home with them at the end of the course. It's a real fun hands-on project based course. Students will get a grade not just based on the project, but really on the development of the process, from the research to the sketches to the building of the project. Afterwards, they're going to reflect on what they built and kind of give a summary. That way, if other kids in the future want to do it, they'll have a blueprint to go from. They'll get an idea of some of the tips or tricks that the student might have learned during the process. And this will allow the next student that does it to do it a little more thoroughly. So it should be a lot of fun. I think the kids will really enjoy the course, and we'll see how it goes at the end of this year. What I'd like to do now is explain my grading policy. My grading policy for these courses are all the same. My grading policy is standard-based grading, just like it was in 7th and 8th grade. And standard-based grading is students will receive a grade of 1 to 5 based on a rubric. As the students go through their project, they will follow and see this rubric, and they'll have an idea of what they're doing and at what level and what quality it needs to be done in order to achieve mastery. The nice thing about a rubric is once the students get their grade, or as they're going along, they can self-grade. They'll be able to see where they fall, and they'll be able to go back and try to improve that grade. What we're looking for really is that the kids come out of the course with mastery of whatever knowledge they are trying to learn. The only trick with standards-based grading I found is that School Tool does not actively reflect what they've really achieved as a grade. If you've got questions along the way about what their average is, you can always contact me or have the student contact me, and I can give them a better idea. But the way standard-based grading works is basically we look at the bulk of their grades. If they have all 4s and 5s and 1, 2, that 2 kind of goes away. You know, if they're showing mastery across the board in 90% of the things they do, then their grade is going to reflect that. If they're all over the board, their average will be somewhere in the 75 to 85 range, and if it's at the lower end, it'll be more at the 65 to 75 range. School Tool will take those numbers and just mathematically average them together, and that doesn't show a true understanding of where the kids are. So if you have any questions about standard-based grading, feel free to ask me, email me. I've included my contact information. Email is the easiest way to contact me, but if you want to leave a phone message, that's another possible way. Students can come in any day, Monday through Thursday, 2:30 to 3:20, and either talk with me or work on a project, or if they're behind, they can catch up. But there are many ways for students to get caught up, improve those grades, and work on their projects after school as well. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I hope you enjoyed this video and have a good night. Thank you.